NFL group of picks. Actually, we have a college basketball play as well, but 4 free picks for you for NFL Week 14, Sunday, the 13th of December. And hope everybody was on the hot picks yesterday, 4-1 with my picks. And I hit that best bet that many of you went over and purchased at Picks and Parlays. So I had a 5-1 day overall. So really good day. We got 4 plays for you. And I've got a top play, of course, you can buy at Picks and Parlays as well. But we're going to start it off early action. We've got 2 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time games. I have 1 best bet winner, 1 just a little less than that. Then I've got the late Sunday night football game, Steelers and Bills, and then I've got a college basketball play for you. So don't forget, do your part. Give us a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Turn on notifications. Make sure you don't miss every time we go live, every time we post a video. Also, if you're on Facebook watching this, of course, you just give the page a thumbs up, and you get in on all of our same stuff. So make sure you check that out and do your part. But most importantly, do us a favor. Put who you like in the comments section, either if you're watching this live or even after the fact. Put in the comments who you like. You like parlay, a teaser, prop, first half game, whatever you like. Go ahead and put it in the comments section. That's either Facebook or at YouTube. All right, so we're going to kick it off. Houston Texans at the Chicago Bears, and 2 teams that I'm sure before the season had high hopes that they would probably be alive for playoff at this point, but just not been the case. I mean, the Bears really struggled since what were they, 5-1 at one point? And now they're 5-7 overall, the 4 or 5-7 overall and against the spread. The Houston Texans, after a really subpar start, 4-8, both straight up and against the spread. We see Houston favored by -2, total of 45.5. One of my best bets today. I like Houston here on -2. I think I actually locked it in at -1.5. So there's some 1.5s out there, but right now I see 2 as we're doing this video. But I just think you know it comes down to who do you trust? Deshaun Watson, one of the best quarterbacks in football, or do you trust Nick Foles or Mitch Trubisky? It doesn't really matter. To me, they're both the same problem. They can't protect them. They can't consistently run the ball. And this Bears defense has been really – I mean, they should have won last week. They played good enough on offense and still gave it up and lost. This Houston Texans team, I think, is better than Detroit. So I like Houston Texans at -1.5 here. Let's remember, this Texans beat up on those Lions on Thanksgiving pretty badly. I think they do it the same thing to division rival Bears here. So Houston Texans -1.5, -2, whichever, to start it off with our best bets. Don't forget, give us that thumbs up, share, like, tell your friends about it. But most importantly, put in the comments who you like. Let's see. Jones likes the Saints. Yeah, it was a great day yesterday. Like I said, 5-1 overall for me. 4-1 on the videos yesterday, and then I hit my best bet. No chance unless I get to make up for Michigan State. Yeah, they didn't come to play. Let's just say that. All right, so we got another early game. We got the Cowboys in Cincinnati. I'm in Cincinnati tonight, and they have hosting in the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys -3, total of 43 in this one. And, man, I sure wish we have Joe Burrow here. Being a Bengals lifelong fan, I really thought Joe Burrow could get some late season wins here. Now at this point, I think you kind of, if you're a Bengals fan, which I am, you hope they lose, because now you're hoping that you get as high as possible. Maybe you can trade down and still get an offensive lineman that you like, and maybe gain some later picks, because they need a lot of help on the offensive line. That has been a severe problem all season long, and it's been even worse without Joe Burrow in there. I like the Dallas Cowboys here -3. Also, remember, Andy Dalton's returning back to Cincinnati after he wasn't good enough, even though he did a lot of good things here in Cincinnati. I don't think he's going to forget about that. I think Andy Dalton has a big game here. I like the Dallas Cowboys -3 against a Bengals team that at this point I think I'm not saying they're trying to lose, but I don't think they would be upset if they don't win any more games in the last 4 or 5 games here. So I like the Dallas Cowboys -3. Don't forget, though, my best bet for afternoon action in the 4 o'clock hour, you can only find it over at Picks and Parlays. I think it's $35.99, $39.99. But go over at Picks and Parlays. Use that 20% off code on any of our best bets or any of the subscriptions, daily packages, consensus report. 20% off ELF. All Sunday and all Monday. That will end on Monday, that promo code. All right, so we've got a college basketball game next. One of my favorite teams, because Bob Huggins, coach here in town, is West Virginia. I've actually worked for Coach Bob Huggins. I played college basketball in the summers. I worked for Coach Huggins to put myself through college and to stay in shape in the summer. Obviously, I didn't play at that level. I played at a small Division III school, but Coach Huggins is the real deal. As you see him on the court, he's exactly like that in person. True. But I think this West Virginia team offensively struggling this year. So we see West Virginia -7.5, total of 145. We saw last game they had to come back to win that game. They're facing a very good Richmond team. I think this one is you have to take the under 145. And if you look at West Virginia's racked up some high points against some not so good defenses, but Richmond's not one of those teams. I think Richmond will be pretty good on defense here. I think West Virginia has to win with their defense. They're super talented this year, but I think they're only going to get better as the season progresses here. I think Richmond's a live dog with the points, but I think the better play for me is the under 145 with the West Virginia Richmond college basketball game. So that's going to be my best college basketball game of the day. But don't forget, like I said, do your part. Hit that thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. But most importantly, put in those comments who you like. So, Darnell, has who he likes here. The Saints, Giants, Washington money line, and the Saints game under. Thoughts? I like the under in that Saints game. I just think they have to run the ball now. That defense has been really good. So, Giants money line. I don't know. I think the Giants are due for a bad one. That's why I stayed away from that game this week. That one scares me a little bit. But all right, so we got one last game. We got Sunday Night Football. Steelers at the Bills. And man, you do not think this Buffalo Bills team was kind of hoping the Steelers maybe stayed undefeated last week, and then now they would have had a chance to knock them off, because this Buffalo Bills team's playing really, really well right now. Josh is playing amazing. And Josh Allen, and I think he'll have a big game here. This Pittsburgh defense has struggled the last few weeks. Now they're down 2 starting linebackers. I just think they're going to be in trouble. And after, historically, I forget the exact stat, but I saw it the other day. After a team goes 10-0 or more and they lose, they come back and don't cover against the spread like 75% of the time in the NFL. I think that's the case here. Steelers maybe have a letdown spot now that not going for the perfect season. They've already pretty much locked up the NFC or the AFC North here. So I think the Bills -2 is the play here. I just think the Bills, I'm not saying they need this because they're going to win their division, I think, pretty easily. But I think they would like to put a little message, because they might end up coming back and playing the Steelers in Pittsburgh this time. So I think the Bills will have something for the Steelers here. I like the Bills -2. So that's our 4 free plays. Don't forget, I have my best bet of the day. Only way to get that is over at Picks and Parlays. It's my 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time game, so make sure you get in on that. Over at Picks and Parlays, I think it's $39.99. You can use the 20% off promo code ELF, ELF, to save 20%. All right, so we're going to recap all the picks, but don't forget, if you haven't done so, hit the thumbs up button, share, like, but most importantly, put in the comments who you like. Parlay, teaser, pleaser, whatever you like, put in the comments. If you have questions, concerns, of course, put it in the comments and we'll try to get to it. Let's see. Juan likes the Bills. Elliot likes the over in the Dolphins game. Likes the Bills as well. Chris likes, I'm guessing he likes the Jets. It is a ton of points. I think it's the same amount, right? Or real close to what the Chiefs were getting earlier in the year against the Jets. So, and I don't think the Seahawks team is nearly as good. So I think I would take the points with the Jets there, but not one of my best bets. All right, so I'll give you my recap here, and I'm going to give it to you as these games happen. So Texans at the Bears. Texans -1.5, -2. I like the Texans. That's my best bet going in the early hours. A little lesser play, Cowboys at the Bengals. I like the Cowboys -3. Andy Dalton returning back to Cincinnati. I think he's going to have a little something for them. And Cincinnati, I don't really know if they really want to win these games. Zach Taylor, maybe he does, because he looks like he's probably going to be out here in Cincinnati. But Richmond in college basketball, Richmond at West Virginia. I like the under 145. I think Coach Huggins' defensive unit's going to need to step up because Richmond's really good here. And then Steelers at the Bills in Sunday Night Football. I like the Bills -2. I just think the Steelers haven't quite looked themselves the last 2 or 3 weeks. Have not been able to run the ball very well. I think that's going to come back to bite them here against a Bills team that can really score. If you leave that Pittsburgh defense on the field with that's already depleted, I think that's going to be a big trouble against a good Bills offense. So Bills -2. So that's my 4 best bets, or my 4 free plays. I have my best bet over at Picks and Parlays. Don't forget, go over and get that. Use that 20% off promo code ELF. And then we'll be back on Monday, back about 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to talk Monday Night Football. We'll also have some college basketball picks, so make sure you stay tuned. We'll see you again on Monday. Good luck for NFL Week 14. And don't forget, leave in the comments section who you like for today.